Alright, what up y'all? It's Metaphor back for more to kick the raw. Representative one is you and I verse. Gonna do a video on Sagittarius in the 11th house being mutable fire. And that being in the 11th house is mutable fire, right? Like I say, it's Sagittarius. Repeating myself, just for the fun of it. Because it's Aquarius. It's the narrative. It's the narrative. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, Sagittarius being the 11th house, your association is a mutable fire. A fire that's able to adapt to other people's ways of associating as well. You see what I mean? So that's what you're good at. And Aquarius in that first house, it's real good for your 11th house alignment. You think about that being a sextile type shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyways, that's where the Aquarius sign was born anyways, in the 11th house. So yeah, I'm going to hop up on stage, show you what's really good, you know what I'm saying? Enter the right way. Enter stage left, you dig? But yeah, Sagittarius in the 11th house with Aquarius rising. Aquarius being fixed air, being able to be consistent or stubborn on the way of communicating and thinking. So right, either you're going to think this way, and never ever change ever, you see what I'm saying? Or you're going to be unique and always be changing. Because Aquarius is co-ruled by Uranus, you see what I mean? So the way that you are in your first impression is unique. You out of there. You're out of the box, you see what I'm saying? And your Sagittarius in the 11th house helps you out with that. Because your Sagittarius is mutable fire. Right? And it's in your 11th house. Like I just said. So your association is mutable. So you're able to switch up your association like boom, 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 boom. You can really adapt to anybody's association. It don't really matter. You see what I mean? You could go in any group if you really wanted to. You could talk your shit. You see what I'm saying? Say whatever the fuck you want to say. And everybody gonna rock with it. You know, it's just how Aquarius go. It's either somebody love you or hate you. I'm going to keep it a buck. But the fixed sign is either love or hate. You see what I'm saying? But shouts out to Jay-Z and Sagittarius. They love you, then they hate you, and they love you again. This is how it go. You see what I'm saying? That's just life, right? So Sagittarius being in the 11th house, if you don't have this group that you can associate with and be immutable with and say, look, like, this is the fire I want to put out today. This is the fire I want to put out tomorrow. But you don't know what I'm going to put out, but I'm going to put out the fire. You see what I'm saying? So there's going to be a creative way of associating. You're going to say, like the example I gave with Scorpio being 11th house was music, right? So let's do knowledge and wisdom and teaching, right? So you want to be a teacher. You Aquarius rising. The way that you are first impressed to somebody is that fixed air, being consistent or stubborn on your way of communicating and thinking. Somebody might say, like, does this person know how any other way to speak other than real hood? You see what I'm saying? Or does anybody really know? Does he or she really know how to speak etiquettely? With etiquette, I mean, sorry, not etiquettely, but with etiquette, you know what I mean? And actually with some manners, you know what I mean? Does that exist? Does that exist in this plane of existence? A person that knows how to speak? This is how Aquarius rising gonna talk. They're gonna have these out of this world type motherfucking sentences and shit. You're gonna be like, what the fuck did that even mean? You know what I mean? You're gonna be like zoophobia and shit like that. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I know what a phobia is and I know what the zoo is. But damn, if I didn't know what them two words meant, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. You see what I mean? So like, Aquarius, be out of this world. So you always want to have an association that can bring this fire in and say like, oh, I do want to do something creative. I do want to do something left field. I do want to do something that is going to bring my fire out. You see what I mean? So you already have this, like, so, okay, let's put it this way. Perfect way to put it. Teachers convention, right? That could be your Sagittarius 11th house. So like, you want to have more knowledge and wisdom upon your group, right, of teachers so that you can be a better teacher. You see what I mean? So boom. This is already the group sign, your rising sign. So if you don't already have this group that you want to associate with, it might already be a little bit difficult for you. You see what I'm saying? If you don't automatically have this group of individuals that can bring this creativity out of you, or you can be creative around, it's going to be a little bit difficult for you, right? Because it's like the sextile signs give you a real easy flow of energy kind of thing. It kind of gives you like, oh, like that's something I could do. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like I said, easy flow of energy. So like fire and air, you know what I mean? If you get more air into the fire, it's going to be a bigger fire, right? And the more fire you have, right, at the end of the day, you're going to feel that warm or hot air. You know, it just depends on how big or small the fire is. So like I'm saying, if you don't already have this group, your best bet is to be very unique and just always bringing a new way of associating. Say like, well look, okay, all y'all go to this teachers convention? Well, fuck your teachers convention, bitch, I'm having my own. Right here on this motherfucking stage. This is my teachers convention, you see what I mean? So like, it's like, I'm gonna bring a creative way. So like my way of teaching is this knowledge and wisdom about astrology, music, you see what I mean, just existence in general. And that other teachers convention is just about teaching social studies and shit like that, that motherfucking winners taught. You know what I mean? Like the winners teach history. So I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You teach a history, a lot of that shit fake. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know what I mean? People might believe me, might not. That's up to you. See what I mean? That's that Aquarian nature, bringing that left field thing. Like, wait, it's saying in the goddamn book. What you mean it's not true? Motherfucker, you can write a book too. Don't mean it's gonna be the truth. I hear nonfiction all the motherfucking time. You know what I mean? A lot of the nonfiction, science fiction shit. A lot of the science fiction shit really is nonfiction. But it's like we gotta put it in the fiction category. So like. And to give you a little Harry Potter analogy, so all the muggles don't be tripping, you know what I mean? They'd be like, damn, like what the fuck you talking about? You can hear my thoughts and shit like that. I ain't say shit. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of people be thinking life is pseudo, but it's really like, think about it this way. If you ain't even have that thought or availability to have that thought, then it doesn't exist. That's some pseudo shit. If you can't think it, then that shit don't exist at all. In any motherfucking reality that you have experienced. So it's like, if you experience that, then you can think that. You dig what I'm saying? Even if it's not in this life. If you have them other thoughts, that's how you know you're not from here. That's a whole tangent. Dig what I'm saying? So yeah, let's think about it this way. You have Jupiter in the 11th house. So the way that you have experiences, your knowledge and wisdom is all about your association. Like I say, if you just be in that motherfucking teacher group, you're going to be kind of in the back. Like, all right, we all here. You dig what I'm saying? I'm from the west side of Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, okay. That don't really tell me shit about you. But then you say, look, dog, this is metaphor, back for more. Here to kick the raw. Represent everyone's UNI verse. You're going to say the group is called UNI verse. You want to join it? Subscribe, dog. And then boom, on top of that, you're going to have a little group meetup. Then we're going to have a teachers convention. That's one way you can bring your own association. And boom, you create your own group. And that's a good way to do it with it being Aquarius, right? So you want to be the one that actually creates that group. You're going to be the one that's fixing that idea. Being able to be consistent, saying, I need to bring this group together for me to be creative and me to learn more about teaching and knowledge and wisdom. You see what I mean? And maybe I am the ultimate teacher that I think. Maybe I need to teach others how to be a teacher. So boom, I'm going to create this group since I already know how to, associate with these other teachers that I've already met with in the past. And they don't really know shit. You know what I mean? I got to have a better group for everybody. Really bring that creative way out of it. You know what I mean? Like kind of break out of that box. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, with that mutable fire, you'll be able to still adapt with that that school group. You know what I mean? Like the actual district group. But also, you're going to be able to adapt to people outside of the school. People in real life that really just need to learn things. So boom. It's a good way to look at it. So like I said, Jupiter being here, if your knowledge and wisdom is about your association, then boom. Experience creating a new association. You know what I mean? Who knows, motherfucking, this might be your time right now, because real shit, think about it. You got Saturn in Aquarius. And Saturn is the restriction, the planning, like the group think kind of thing, like the federal headship of our reality. So you think about it on a smaller scale, you got your rising where Saturn is right now. So Saturn is being able to build up your personality, your first impression. So like I'm saying, maybe you build that group, and boom, you bring all these people together that ain't never had nothing to do with teaching, but now they realize, wow, I actually do teach people a lot of things. It's just this irregular knowledge. It's not knowledge that's in the school. Or the knowledge that's in the school isn't outside of the school. You see what I'm saying? So like, that group think kind of thing really helps out in both circumstances. So yeah, I'm going to do another little 360 off this motherfucker and say peace out, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up on conscious1347@gmail.com, and you can hit me up for personal reading, natal chart reading, you know what I'm saying? Personal reading and natal chart reading is kind of the same thing. I mean to say progress reading, you know what I mean? Just like the current planets right now, or if you just want to learn more about the planets themselves, do my 360D. Much love. I love all y'all for checking out my videos. Peace.